Anyhow, so what we're going to be working on now is going to be the cow catcher. The cow catcher fits on the front of the train, and it's called a cow catcher because it is nicer to say than just a cow pusher over. So we're going to go to the eye, go new, standard assembly, create, save as. I'm just going to name it cow. Okay, so this part is kind of a little bit more difficult than the other ones, but you'll see it's not that bad when we break it down. Now the issue that we kind of get into here is that it goes from a smaller shape down on the bottom part and then it goes up to a bigger shape. So we can see this right here. It has like this little house type of shape right there. And then the top actually has that same type of shape. All the other edges except for the back move upwards kind of at an angle. So we're going to start off going with the bottom one, and then we'll do something special after that. So I'm going to go and start off right here. And this is 1.8. 0.25. And I'm just going to do a couple of little angles there. And I'm going to make this line on the left equal to the line on the right there. Let's figure out where this needs to be. I see right here from this point over to this line. That's going to be 0.9. Boom. And from here to here is going to be 1 inch. Boom. Okay. So we got the bottom part. Now we got to do the top part. So we need to actually offset a plane. So I'm going to go to my plane, click the down arrow, and I'm going to select where it says offset from plane here. Offset from plane. Now it gets tricky because I have to select the plus next to my origin, and I'm going to find which one I'm going to go on. I'm just going to highlight over them. There we go. There's the XZ plane. So if I click on that, I should be able to drag it up. And I'm going to go up, how far? 0.75. Okay, now I'm ready to do my top part. I'm going to sketch right on that plane that I just made. And I'm going to do some lines here. I'm just going to make the general shape that should actually be in. Now I'm going to have to project geometry or trace behind me. So I'm going to trace on that line. I'm going to need this point right up there. And I believe that is all I need. So we're going to try to get through it with just using those few dimensions there. Okay, so if I look here, from the bottom to this point, that's going to be 0.75. So bottom to the point, that's going to be 0.75. Alright, from here, this is actually going to be 0.6. And then this bottom line is going to be 1.2. And these are actually all equal. That one is equal to, let's project this geometry. This is equal to that line. This is equal to that line. This is equal to that line. That line is equal to that line. All right. So we're good right now. It's looking good. I don't want to be able to actually lift this up right now. I actually want to make this bottom line collinear with this bottom line. So collinear, that line to that line. All right. Now I can see I can just move it up and or left and right. I can't move it up and down or anything like that. That's good. This point needs to be lined up with that point at the top. So I'm going to use horizontal constraint because I'm aligning it horizontally. When I get that, I can say finish sketch. So I have two sketches here. This is one of those few times that we'll actually have two sketches in our browser bar. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to loft. We're going to loft from this shape going into this shape. It'll just gradually move it into there. So if I did this right, I should have a nice shape. All right, it's my good general outline shape for everything. We just have to put a few little details into here, but that won't be too hard. I'm going to make this work plane invisible just so I can see stuff a little bit better. All right, I'm going to make this my front right now. That's what I want is my front. Okay, so I've got this down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hollow out the inside area. All right, you could see right here that this whole inside area is all hollow. It has a shell of 0.1. So from here to here is 0.1. It should be like that pretty much all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and select shell right here. And I'm going to put in 0.1. And I'm just going to click on the bottom. If I click on the bottom and click the check mark, you'll see it shells out the bottom part, leaving all the other edges. I had a 0.1 thickness. It's looking good. Now what I need to do is I need to get these two front panels going. And to get the front panels going, I need to start a sketch on them. Now the front panels are pretty easy here because all I actually have to do is select offset. So I'm going to do offset. Oh, sorry. I need to project my geometry first, or trace. Do offset this shape, and I'm going to go down just a little bit. And it'll bring all my shapes in the same amount. I could see right over here what my distance needs to be is 0.1. So from here to here, I'm going to be 0.1. And I can say finish sketch. I'm going to go ahead and extrude this shape. And I want to cut inwards. I don't want to cut in too far, but you can see right here how far in I should cut. It's cutting in 0.05 because there's 0.1 minus 0.05 is 0.05. Then you can click the check. Now I can do this on the other side, but I always like doing it the easier way. Here, this, across, that. There we go. So I'm going to mirror that guy across this plane right there. I could say, okay, there we go. I've mirrored it across. I'm just going to make that invisible there. Now the last little bit that I need to do is I need to put these little pegs on the back. So these pegs on the back is what fits into the very front right here, the body. So I think we have most of our dimensions between these three views right here. So let's take a look here. I'm going to start off with a few circles. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm sure not to go over these lines right there because it would kind of constrain itself to there. So I don't really want that yet. I'm going to make all these circles equal in size. So that's equal to that. That's equal to that. Okay. Horizontal constraint, vertical constraint. I go this. Actually, it's just going to be right in the center here. And then our last little bit is getting our dimensions in here. So from here to here, that's going to be 1.25. From here to here, that's going to be 0.625. From the bottom up to this point, that's going to be 0.625. From this edge to this point, that's going to be so from this bottom to this point, that's going to be 0.275. Oh, I'm sorry, 0.125. And let's see if I take it and I can shake it. Oh, we don't have the diameter of this part. So let's take a look at the diameter. Here we go. From this side to this side. 0.125. And then we could say finish sketch. Once we got it all there, we can extrude it. And I'm going to be extruding it out 0.125. And then I'm just going to give it a one-degree chamfer. So I got chamfer. I'm going to go. I'm going to do a distance and angle. The distance is going to be 0.01. The angle is going to be 45 degrees. And I'm just going to click it and apply. Click it, apply. Click it, apply. Okay. And there we go. There is the cow catcher. So it's really not too bad, but some things that you had to do with it was do a loft, you had to do a mirror, you had to offset. So there's a few little tools that you can use to actually make it a lot easier to make it.